All right, Shredda, talk to the people, man.
How you doing? This is your boy Shredda, Master Shredda. I'm coming to y'all today talking to y'all about the vegan lifestyle. Right now, I'm about vegan for about a year and a half now. In September, it'll make a full 2 years, and you know, it's a tough fight because everything around us, there's like fast food restaurants everywhere, corner stores, they all sell like the fast fix, and it's always meat or some other garbage in it. But you know, over time, I transitioned. I started off as a vegetarian first, then pescatarian, and then I went to vegan.
Pescatarian?
Yes.
What's that?
That's why you just eat fish and not meat or none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Meaning fish along with vegetables, fruits, and your starches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Not fish, not milk.
Okay.
I mean fish, but not milk or cheese.
Not milk. How about eggs?
Nah, no eggs.
No eggs. Okay. All right.
Okay. So,
what made you do that though? What made you want to be vegan? What started all that?
well, naturally, it was a bet between me and somebody else. But you know, I just did more research into it, and I heard like some of the strongest animals, some of the strongest mammals on land, they don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? So I looked into that, and you know what I'm saying? That made me want to pursue it even more.
Silverbacks, they don't eat meat, right? Silverbacks?
Silverbacks,
yeah,
horses, just some of the few, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about starches, man? We eat a lot of starches. A lot of people, they vegan, but you know, some people say they starchitarians. They eat nothing but bread and pasta. How you feel about the bread and the pasta thing?
Well, yeah, you can have that. There's different forms of bread. Like me, I prefer Ezekiel bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the sprouted bread. Yeah, I mess with that.
Sprouted joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
how about gluten-free? What do you think about gluten?
Gluten-free? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. So you know, so your abs, your body, the gluten just slows you down, and it's allergic, causes allergic reactions in a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of wheat products have that gluten. It's like wheat.
So luckily, more spots are catering to, you know, like.
You gotta go to Trader. Let's keep it real. You gotta go like Trader Joe's,
Trader
a
Joe's.
Fairway, or a Whole Foods to get that Ezekiel, man. Let's keep it real. The hood, you ain't gonna find too much in the hood, man.
They starting to transition though.
Yeah.
Like into the food town, certain key foods. You know what I'm saying? But like the starches too, like the pasta, I eat pasta still too.
Gluten-free pasta?
Yeah,
like the brown rice pasta.
Not even, they have the quinoa pasta.
Oh, okay.
Like pasta made out of quinoa, so you're getting the protein and the fiber, and the iron and calcium as well.
Okay. How about you say you don't eat eggs or milk and cheese? Talk about that. Like, you know, there's some vegans out there. You know, they eat the eggs. They're not
vegans. You know
nah.
That's not vegan.
So what do you call that person that he doesn't eat? They don't eat meat, but they eat eggs, they drink milk, and they eat cheese. Talk about that.
I think that's like a vegetarian. If I'm not corrected, I believe that's a vegetarian.
Okay, they'll talk about that on the comment board. Somebody will say something.
Vegans, they stay away from even honey. You know, some honey products. I indulge in some honey products. Not like that though. You know what I'm saying?
How about like, you know, walnuts, almonds, and how you feel about stuff like that? The food from the nut group. You mess around with that?
I stay away from peanuts. I stay away from salted and like roasted.
Right. You go with the raw joints.
Yeah, I try and get raw, like walnuts. Almonds are my favorite.
Yeah. How about those the green ones?
Almond butter.
Almond butter.
I put that in my oatmeal.
The raw almond butter, because they got two kinds at Trader Joe's. I buy the raw. I know they got the other one too. Yeah, they got raw almond butter, and then they got the other almond butter. They throw some cashews in there or something.
You want the raw one.
Yeah, the raw one. It's gonna cost a little more, but it's worth it.
Of course, to be the boss, you know.
Yeah.
Large part of my diet goes on food.
Yeah.
You know?
Same thing with the Ezekiel bread. I mean, you know, it's good, it's better for you,
like
but it's gonna cost more.
$7 for 20 votes, 20 cuts, you know.
Yeah. That's some, but it's worth it.
Some people are against the soy products. But me, I eat some of them, like the Garden Inn. I like some of them. If you ever heard of them.
Okay, soy products. Talk about soy. Why people are so anti-soy? Some people, what's up with the soy?
Well, people say like the hormone. It's a stereotype.
Estrogen, got estrogen
yeah,
in something like that?
Estrogen pumped in a lot of it, but I'm not too sure about that, you know what I'm saying? I believe that it's more hormones and estrogen pumped in this meat and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, that's what you need to be worried about really, is all this shit pumped into this meat and shit. The soy, I mean, that could be up for debate. But what cannot be up for debate and what is not up for debate is that this meat and shit is all fucked up and it's all type of shit pumped into it. That's a major part of why I said I don't want none of that neither, because if it's not the real thing, then like why am I gonna indulge in that? So
how about all this? I go to Trader Joe's. They got that grass-fed beef and all that. How you feel about that grass-fed beef?
Yeah, that's better off. Like in certain countries, the GMO stuff is not allowed. Only the beef, the meats can only eat like grass-fed. They're supposed to eat like grass-fed stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like even the fish. What got me away from the fish is like certain people love tilapia, but tilapia is such a filthy, you know, a filthy fish. Like I ate it probably once, and my stomach automatically was like, damn, like something just fell off. You know, that's how my body is. Like, so I just started like getting in tune with it, and it just tells me certain things is off, and that it was off. It felt. You know
how about tuna fish, man?
Tuna, that was one of my favorite, you know, before
You don't mess with that no more, tuna?
Nah, I don't mess with tuna.
Oh, no tuna?
Fish, but
just strictly starches, fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And your walnut.
What do you mean by starches? Like
starch? Oh, I'm talking about like bread and pasta. Bread and pasta.
I hardly have like. It's more quinoa for me and like beans and stuff like.
Okay. What type of beans? There's different kind of beans. What kind of beans do you recommend?
Garbanzo beans, like chickpeas.
Okay. How about kidney beans? Red kidney beans? Nah.
I try to stay away from those.
So the chickpeas and the what else you said?
I like the I'm not sure about black
so you said chickpeas. You said something else, cause
garbanzo beans.
Right. It's chick. Yeah, it's another way. Yeah. Okay.
What is the other thing called? What is it called? It's
pinto beans.
I like pinto beans.
Lentils.
Yeah, lentils. I like lentils. I'm not sure if that's a bean. That's like more of a
legume.
Yeah, like legume. I like lentils.
Lentils, yeah.
For like protein and stuff like that. I like the grains. I go to that too, like the black rice, the wild rice.
Yeah, they say that the wild rice, that's better than your brown rice. You know, I keep it real. I mess with the brown rice. You know, they said the wild rice is better, but I know, you know, you go to Trader Joe's and get some wild rice, man. Is you know that price. Yeah. But you know, like you said, you paid the cost to be the boss or what have you. But that wild rice is, you know, is much better for you. But you're gonna pay.
Your body is worth it, man.
True. As you get older, you know. So let's talk about like liquids and stuff like that. Like, what do you drink and all that, man? The liquids, man.
No supplements. I stay away from the supplements.
All right, that's another interview, man. The supplements, man.
Stay away from those.
Stay away from those. The supplements. Yeah, how about like the liquids, man? Where you just drink mainly water, alkaline water. What else you recommend?
Coconut water. That's
alkaline
basic.
Water. Coconut water.
Sometimes I have a soda or something from Trader Joe's, like one of them sodas, you know. One of their ginger ales. They got some good. I like it.
Trader Joe's,
like organic, I guess. I stay away from that's once in a blue moon though. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time it's water and coconut water faithfully. Like water, coconut water faithfully.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Faithfully. Back in the shade a little bit. Get back in the shade to get better light. Yeah, okay. So okay, we covered that. What else you want to talk about in terms of, okay, a lot of people that they don't eat meat, but they mess around with the protein powder. They talk about they need to get their protein, so they take the protein powders. How you feel about that, man? What do you feel people need to take? Because I'm sure, like you said, you're not with maybe not be with the protein powder stuff. So, what's what you recommend for a protein source? Good protein source.
I mean, like I said, like a lot of like the vegan products, they have protein in it, like a good amount of protein in it, like garden-ed products.
Okay.
They have protein in it, and
you feel the protein thing is overrated? People talking about protein. How you feel about that?
I mean, if you focus on that, it's not overrated. Just don't focus on that. Yeah. Get your other stuff too, like your magnesium, your zinc, your copper, your calcium, your
minerals, vitamins and minerals.
Yeah, your minerals is just as important as the protein.
There you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just don't focus on protein. Protein is important. But
the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, a lot of people, they work out and all that, man, in the gym. Everybody's always talking about, you know, protein. That's the talk of the gym. So you feel like there's too much protein talk going on in the gym?
Yeah, too much protein.
Too much protein talk. Not enough talk about vegetables and fruits.
Yeah,
especially the
really,
vegetables. Yeah, go ahead.
Because all that protein is going to get stored up. You're not drinking water, and then you're drinking more protein powder and more protein products on top of that. And you're just building it up, and your body's not going to be able to break it down. And then you're probably going to get fucked up somewhere down the line. So like the greens and the fruits and stuff.
Okay, how about the creatine, man? Talk about the creatine for a minute.
I don't know
much about creatine? But you don't mess with that. All right, we'll skip on the creatine thing.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
All right, so what kind of greens you recommend, man? Talk about the greens, man. What you recommend for
like
greens?
Kale.
Spinach?
Spinach here and there.
How about broccoli?
Broccoli is cool too.
Broccoli is cool.
Lettuce, not the iceberg shit. Cabbage is cool.
Okay.
Cabbage, asparagus is good.
How about cauliflower, man?
Cauliflower is good too.
Carrots? They got different color carrots, you know. They got different colors.
I really don't mess with
You don't mess with the carrots?
Nah.
Okay.
For vitamin A and vitamin K, I'll probably go to like...
Kale, I know, is rich in A.
Yeah, they got that too.
Yeah,
and
kale.
For beta carotene, I'll go into like the cantaloupes too.
Yeah, cantaloupe, yeah.
I love those.
Let's talk about the fruits now, man. Talk about the fruits, man. You got the
watermelons are pretty
the
good.
seeded or unseeded?
Seeded.
There you go. Black seeded or white seeded?
Black
Talk
seeded,
about, there you go. Talk about that, man. First, because I remember growing up as a kid, you just had the black seeded joints.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you got the black with the white seeds, and now you got the no seeds. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Supermarket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, where the seeded joints at?
Right.
Seeded. All of them are seedless. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Made in a laboratory, actually.
And in these supermarkets, these people are from Caribbean places, so they should know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? These people that own it and run it, they should know this. Y'all need to stop supporting and bringing this. This is the community getting this, so y'all should get the right stuff to feed to the community.
Yeah, same thing with the oranges too. You got the seeds. The oranges, the navel oranges don't have seeds.
I don't know what that is. Like, what do they do? I don't know how it gets like that.
Yeah.
So make sure you get the seeded stuff. You know, the seeded grapes.
Yeah, exactly. The Concord grapes. Those is hard to find. Them Concord grapes, they're hard to find, man. Hard to find.
Very good once you find them. Very nutritious.
How about
for cleaning out the liver, like the red stuff is like good for your liver.
How about the limes, the lemons and the limes? What do you think? Talk about that.
Yeah, those is
key limes have the seeds, and you have the other limes that don't have seeds. It's hard to find them key limes, man.
Hard to find them. Ones,
yeah, those are called the key limes. Yeah.
The mangoes is good too.
How about the pineapples, man?
The pineapples, sparingly. I don't mess with them too
okay,
much,
but the mangoes, those are officials. How about cherries?
Cherries, yes, when they're in season.
Avocados.
Very good. Avocados.
Talk about the avocados, man.
For vegans, the avocados is very big for like the fats, the good fats, and it's good for your heart too out here. Like that's, I try and get a lot of that, the avocados, and it's very high in fiber if you're trying to lose weight as well too.
The kiwi fruit, man, that's good too. Them brown fuzzy joints.
Kiwis, I'm not too sure about.
I'm not too sure about kiwis. I mess with the kiwi
those,
fruits.
But like I said,
do some more research on it.
You know, you can have here and there, but don't, you know, sparingly as a treat here and there.
Yeah.
If you want to indulge in some of that stuff, you can do it. Just don't kill yourself and make it a regular habit.
And grapefruits, you like the grapefruits?
Grapefruits, I like those.
Along with the oranges.
The bananas, that's a big too.
Which bananas? The yellow, the green, the red?
I like the yellow ones. The smaller ones are better.
Okay.
They call them burrito, but I forgot the
names.
Yeah. Like, something like that.
The little baby bananas. They're baby bananas.
Those are the most nutritious ones.
Okay. How about the big green bananas or the yellow ones?
I actually boil the green bananas.
Boil the green ones?
Boil those.
Okay.
Yeah, the mushrooms, I forgot about those for protein as well. And if you like,
mushrooms are real high on the alkaline tip. Some people actually don't recommend them, the mushrooms, because they're really high alkaline.
I'm about to go pick some of those up right now.
Okay.
You know, but especially if you're a melanated being, those is very good for, you know what I'm saying, as far as charging of the melanin. The mushrooms is really good for those too. Like, you want to get those into your system. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Anything else you want to touch on the veganism? Did we miss anything, man? You got the fruits and the
It's
vegetables.
not easy, but you know, if you, as far as
how about you? Oh yeah, let's talk about milk, man. Let's talk about milk. How about almond milk? You almond milk,
yeah,
soy?
I like almond milk.
Almond milk.
The California Farms, I believe.
California Farms brand?
Yeah, that's my favorite brand.
Okay.
I like them. They have the best quality.
Almond milk. Okay.
And you know, the hemp seed milk is pretty good. The seeds, don't forget about your seeds too. Those
Talk about it.
The hemp seeds, the chia seeds, the
What's in them seeds, by the way? What kind of nutrition is in there? What kind of, you know?
You're more likely gonna find iron. You're gonna find protein. So for people who want to look for protein, like vegan, always ask how you get your protein. Like I said, the nuts and those seeds. The seeds is big on those two. The flax seeds, the hemp seeds, the chia seeds.
How about sunflower seeds? How about
the sunflower seeds too?
How about the pumpkin seeds?
The pumpkin seeds as well. All of these seeds are good for iron. They have protein and fiber, so they're gonna keep your body flowing. They're gonna keep your dietary system flowing and moving. Okay. So you know, I'm just telling you it. You know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just giving it to you from my perspective. And my daily life, 100%. You know what I'm saying?
All right, leave your comments in the in the box there. He'll answer if he says anything y'all feel is off. Just let him know in the comment box. He'll respond to you. He'll respond. Leave some.
I got meal plans as well. You could
for the Master Shredder inbox you.
Yeah, you can inbox me or you can hit me up on Gmail.
All right, give him your Gmail. I'll put that in the description box. But tell him what the Gmail is.
The Gmail is onechanceinaMillion@gmail.com.
I'll put that in the description.
onechanceinaMillion@gmail.com. You can hit me up if you want to talk about the meal plans and
Okay, I'll make sure I put that email in the description box along with your Instagram.
That's right.
Okay. Anything else, man, we need to touch on this nutrition thing?
Yeah, just do your research. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You gotta go through it for yourself. If you don't believe me, go through it for yourself. And hopefully it's not too late. You know what I'm saying? Before you realize the truth and see the truth.
Okay. All right, Shredder. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah.
Salute. All right, so one more time. Follow him on Master_Shredder on the Instagram and give him that Gmail one more time.
And it's onechanceinaMillion@gmail.com. And in another video, I want to get into certain, natural remedies.
Okay, the next video we'll talk about that, man. Yeah. Homo, what do you call that? Homo, whatever?
Yeah, what I want to talk about is marijuana. I want to get into a video about that.
You want to talk about marijuana?
Talk about that.
Okay.
I think that needs to be talked about.
That's the next one. Okay, the next Shredder Speaks will be, on the weed thing.
Yeah. I don't like to call it weed though.
Oh, you like to
weed is not a good thing.
Okay.
Weed ain't a good thing.
Weed ain't a good thing. Okay.
We got weed and we pull them out of the grass.
Okay.
That ain't a good thing. Marijuana, we're going to talk about that, but on another note.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Shredder, man.
Thank you.
All right. Peace, brother.
Peace.